everybody.
Hey, Lance.
You know, I wasn't even here an hour and I already got myself in hot water. But this time it was the hot tub, not handcuffs. Okay, let me begin by introducing myself. He already did that. I'm Lance. And my life was profoundly changed by the use of drugs. I'm not here to talk about that part of my life, though. I'm here to talk about the changes I've made since then. So where do I begin? Let's start with one of the most important changes for me, and that's respect. Respect is an integral part of my sobriety. Of course, respect for other people and things in my life, such as family, friends, and authority, is important. But the single most important person I need to respect is myself. Without respect to myself, whether it be a physical, mental, or spiritual nature, I am fundamentally incapable of taking the steps to be clean or staying clean. When honest and true respect for myself had entered my heart, my desires for the things that were harming me had lost its appeal. No longer did sticking a dull, blood-stained needle into my arm seem like fun. It became disgusting. Neither does playing Houdini and escaping from a prisoner transport was fun either. The police caught me, and all I caught was a beating. Even waking up in withdrawal, enduring more in 24 hours than what most people experience in a lifetime, wouldn't change my thinking about my lifestyle. Last but not least, it isn't appealing to me anymore to look at myself in the mirror, pale, 30 pounds underweight, severely malnourished, and lying to my own face saying that I look good. When I was using, I never really looked at myself in the eye either, when in the mirror, because you kind of like when you shave and you're looking at your beard, you're looking at your hair, you're looking at everything else but yourself in the eye. Because when you do that, you kind of say to yourself, what the hell am I doing? Almost like a personal intervention. It's like the person inside is trying to stop you from doing it. So you avoid it and you look everywhere else like your hair, like I just said. I can look at myself in the mirror today, though, without hesitation. Instead, today, I respect my body. I exercise daily. It helps that I work at a gym. I monitor my health. I can walk in front of a police officer and know that knows me without worrying about anything. Like, hey, how you doing? I respect my intellectual health as well. I try to learn every day and keep my brain active. I respect my spiritual health too. By not thinking that I am the center of the universe and that there is a power greater than me, I remain humble. This is all possible because I respect myself. Now, having that awareness lets me truly respect the people around me now. Because if I don't care for my own well-being, then how can I truly care for someone else's? With respect and conviction in my heart, anything is possible. Now, there's another word that can mean two different things depending on where you are in your life. Conviction. I have plenty of felony convictions. Those don't really help at all. The other kind of conviction, though, meaning to hold a strong belief in something, is the one I needed. The conviction that life is a wonderful gift, a blessing, and that I can get better. I know within the deepest parts of my soul today that my life is better and will continue to get better as long as I don't get high. Before I had that change of heart, there was no feeling that my life is better without a substance. Today, I really feel happier, healthier, and alive, clean. I can't ever remember laughing, that kind of laugh that hurts your stomach, when I was using. The only happiness I had was due to my wife. It's like, we're both, she's clean today and she's here with me. It was only because we were holding each other together. It was never real, Now I enjoy Sunday mornings, the rising sun on my face, instead of my face in my lap, nodding out on the heroin I had for breakfast. I enjoy being outdoors instead of having to be outdoors because I was homeless. The conviction I hold today also has made me aware of my purpose in my life. As a matter of fact, I have to leave right after this and fly back up to Boston to start my first day of school tomorrow. At UMass Boston. I'm getting my LADC and my CAT Act. So this time next year, I'll be a professional in the field, trying to make a difference to help change the world. I do have a dream that someday addiction will not be the plague it is today, but rather a minor curable behavioral issue, like bedwetting. Well, maybe not bedwetting, but also I really want to make a difference, though. relying on my conviction that this is a treatable disease and not a death sentence, to pave the way for this dream to become reality. Another key ingredient that was very important is a sense of belonging, of fellowship. This can never be as important as it is when it comes to addiction, because I know for me, I needed to find that connection with someone else who has felt the same pain that I have. To know that they had the same problems I did, that they have experienced the same existence that I did. I needed to feel like that I wasn't alone in this world before I could make the real first steps towards recovery. Yeah, sure, I've gone to dozens of detoxes and had the chemical removed from my body, but the disease was still in my head. I tried many different kinds of support groups, but I still felt like I was alone. I did all the steps, and that they gave me amazing tools to fight my addiction, but I still felt alone. I've learned many things about what I was up against, and I had a very clear picture of how to attain sobriety. I even got there, a year here, a year there, but I still felt alone. I got sponsors and counselors, and they were all great, but I still felt alone. I could pick up the phone and call any one of them, and they would come at the drop of a hat, but there was something missing. It was like I had all the pieces of a puzzle, actually put them all together, and then a bump in the road would knock this beautiful puzzle all apart. Each time I put the puzzle back together again, it would get easier, quicker, because I knew how to do it, how to put it back together. But it wouldn't stick. I was missing something. Then it happened. I found what I was missing the whole time. The glue that would hold all the pieces of the puzzle together no matter what. A real sense of belonging and understanding, which what we're all looking for, to have someone else know. And that's a peer support system. A system where my peers are truly my peers. Now, I'm sure all of you are thinking right now that there are many peer support groups out there, and you're right. But I'm talking about a peer support system that's based on accountability. Let me put this into perspective for you by using an example. This happened to me every time I went to a group before I learned what I now know. I go to an AA meeting, there's true goodwill in my heart, and I'm attentive. I hear what all the speakers say, I identify with them, and I participate in the discussions. The group is over, I exchange phone numbers with some people I've met, I say hi to people I do know, and then I go on my way. But once I step outside of the group, my accountability stayed back there in the group. I wasn't consciously aware of this back then, but this is what happened. I left the responsibility of all the accountability with AA, my sponsors, in the group. I never truly held myself responsible for my thoughts. And you know how the saying goes, a thought will become an action if left unchecked. So by holding myself responsible for what I am thinking, and having peers in my life who also hold me accountable too, I found a system of checks and balances, internal and external. This program we're trying to let the world know about has showed me a way, through the mutual respect of peers, taking leadership roles, and to truly become free from addiction. By being a part of that peer system, I felt a sense of belonging that was unattainable before. All the pieces fell into place and stayed there. This program isn't just about separating the addict from the drug. An addict will act the same way with or without the drug because the addiction is a brain disease. And as addicts, we become accustomed to react in a certain way to situations. Addicts have a damaged reward system. We've wired our brains to put drugs into the same category as food and sex. And they're the most two powerful drives we have as human beings. And in a lot of cases, including me, drugs came before both of them. Doesn't that tell you just how powerful addiction is? The fact that it overrides our genetic survival instinct. In my case, this program, I've been able to find the value in things in life and place them on a higher reward scale. Over time, subconsciously and consciously, it's dropped the strong desire for drugs down to almost nothing. I mean, I crave serenity naturally. I find it in everyday life. I am astonished that I'm astonished when I see a beautiful sunset or skyline. I even try to take my camera with me everywhere. I built a nice collection of pretty good pictures because of doing that. My view of things around me has changed. My perception of life today is a very different one than when I was on drugs or when I first started to get clean. This took a lot of work, support, but this program, it has allowed me to find value in life. My goals, my work, my family all have enormous value to me. I feel I have a purpose and a place in the world. And I'm not perfect and will never be. But being the best I can be and doing the best I can do every single day is exactly where I want to be. Thank you.
You know, when I first, we have a little microphone logistics we have to do here, so bear with us.